What's up guys, welcome to the Kuba Kitchen Journey, and today we are going to go over some of my most used Pampered Chef items of 2021. I tried to keep it down to 15 and I got pretty close to that, but there might be some things lumped in together with that. Now I will note that some of these I would not pay full price for, but I do think all of these are worth it at 50% off. Before we get into the video, I do want to remind you that we are so close to reaching our 1,000 subscriber goal. At the time of recording this, we're about 80 subscribers away. So please be sure to subscribe to this video. And if you want to find out how you can win a manual food processor, check out the link in the description below and go watch that video and you can be entered into that drawing.
Video.
All right, so I'm going to be going through these in order from things that I feel I use the most to things that maybe are more seasonal or things that I just use on occasion. All right, so this is number one. Basically all of the little handheld things, the spatulas, the scrapers, the wooden spoons, the slotted spoons, the turners. I use these, at least one of these, I use every single day. For the turners, these are a very heavy gauge metal. This has a melt point that's very high, so if you're using it to make your pancakes or whatever, it's not going to melt. Really great on the turner. The slotted spoon, anytime I'm making pasta, this is my go-to. Again, it's really heavy, it's not flimsy, it's gonna stick around, it's gonna last for a while. And this one, like the other one, stainless steel, nice heavy gauge, and nylon, very high melt point. So if you do accidentally leave it on your pan for a little while, you're not gonna get all that melting that you get with some of the cheaper stuff. These run anywhere from $16 to $20 for all these little handheld things, and these are one that, yes, totally worth it at full price. The wooden spoons and the scrapers make a lot of rice. This is kind of my go-to for pretty much everything that needs to be stirred, and the scrapers when I'm making something that I need to be able to get that little seal around the edge of the pan. These are all great products, and yes, I couldn't just choose one of them for this particular part of it, but I use one, if not more, of these every single day. So these are my first of most used items in 2021. Next up, we have measuring apparatuses. What is the plural of apparatus? And there's a hole in his sock. This is the adjustable measuring spoon. Use these anytime that we're cooking. And then this is just the nesting cups here. Again, these aren't very expensive. They're on the cheaper end, but we do use them a lot. Basically, anytime I need to measure something, I default to these. And of course, the measuring spoons, I think this one was on Anna's list of 5 items that she had to have. I don't know, I don't remember. There's a link to it right there if you want to watch that video. Some of these items I know were on there. But these are a great product. They're cheap. Great stocking stuffers, by the way, with Christmas coming up. So get your hands on these. These are what I would consider a must-have, even at full price. Measuring spoons, adjustable measuring spoons. All right, next up we have our Pampered paws. You can hear if you can hear my boy in the back, he's calling the crabs. That's what they go by. What is this?
A crab.
What is this?
Yeah,
I call them Pampered paws, they call them crabs. These are really cool. They sit on your hand quite nicely. They keep your hand safe. I actually don't like the full oven mitt one. We got it at one point and returned it, but these ones I do really, really like. They are flexible and they're dishwasher safe. You can throw them in the dishwasher. So these are ones that you want to get your hands on. Cool product. So this is part of the new line of NonStick. These are amazing pans. In fact, we've gone and put egg on this with no butter or no oil or no grease or anything before, and the egg came right out. So these are really, really good product. This actually usually just stays on our stove because it's used pretty much every morning for eggs. So if I'm talking about something that I use every single day, this is something that does get used almost every single day. They do have different sizes of this. We don't own any of the other sizes. That's okay. This one's perfectly good for us. With these, this entire unit is dishwasher safe. The handle is removable, which is really cool because they do nest. And if you're looking for storing these in a tighter spot, it's really nice that handle does come off. This one, I have to confess, is an older pot. This is part of the executive NonStick We have not replaced these. These have worked very well for us. This is a 5-piece set. It comes with a very large skillet. It comes with 3 pots. This is the smallest one, and then there's one slightly bigger and a few bigger. I don't remember the sizes on these. If we were ever to replace these, we'd replace them with the non-stick set that I just showed you. But for now, these work fine for us, and we use them all the time. They're not dishwasher safe, and you can't use metal on them. Whereas these ones, you can use metal on. For us, that's not a huge deal. We're pretty conscious of what we're doing in the kitchen. But if you are looking for a new set of pots and pans, the Pampered Chef ones are really nice. I would probably not spend full price on these. These would probably be one of those half off or 60% off deals. But we do use them every single day, so this is a wonderful product. And you probably had to guess that this was going to come up. This is the Stone Bar Pan. You can take a nice close look at it, and you'll see that it is seasoned. We use these a lot. In fact, we just used this for broccoli last night. I have started roasting broccoli. It has changed my life, okay? Roasting broccoli with a little olive oil, way better than steaming. 10 times out of 10. This is the new version. You can tell by the design on the back. That means it is dishwasher safe. That said, we never really wash this in the dishwasher. We don't wash big pans in the dishwasher. We wash it by hands, and we usually don't use soap. Even though you can use soap on the new ones, I guess I'm just a traditionalist, and I think the seasoning's nice, and so we just wash this with one of those little scrapers. The great thing about Stoneware is because it's kind of Pampered Chef's go-to big thing, it's usually every couple months will be on sale at 60% off, or they have kits where you can buy a Stone starter set and get it for 40 or 60% off. So don't buy these at full price, because chances are Pampered Chef, if they don't have a sale on it now, they will have a sale on it soon. But this is by far our most used stone, and that is the bar stove pan. We also use the loaf pan rather frequently, especially around the holidays. We like to make a lot of banana bread or zucchini bread, so we do get a lot of use out of that one. All right, next up we have the Brownie Pan and the Brownie Bite Pan. These are ones that we get a lot more use of during the holiday season, but basically anytime I make brownies, I'm going to use this, or I'm going to use this. I've been experimenting a lot with pumpkin bites. In this big pan here, we have made buffalo chicken bites that have been really good. We've made individual little pizzas that have been good. I tried making a meringue bite in the bite pan, and it didn't work at all. But that's what's great about baking, is you experiment. And if you do get both of these, it does come with a set in Pampered Chef. It'll come with the cake tester and removal tool, and that's on sale on the website right now for $50. So that's a pretty good deal. Great Christmas gifts. In fact, we actually have 2 of the brownie pans because we just sometimes need 2. We use it that much. All right, this is a new addition to our kitchen. This is the mesh strainer, and we purchased this for one specific purpose, and that is to strain the grease out of hamburger into jars. I'm sure that, there's other purposes for it if you want to strain something out or get larger particulate matter out, but for us it pretty much serves that singular purpose, and it has worked marvelously for it. We buy 80/20, and sometimes it's just been a challenge to kind of dump that grease out without it going all down the drain, which you don't want. And this, we just kind of pop it inside the jar and start dumping, and everything funnels down to the bottom. So this has been totally worth it for us, and we do use it every time we make hamburger, which in our household is a lot. So great product there. This is part of the Flex Plus system. Anna has a video on that if you want to watch it. There'll be a link in the description for the Flex Plus, but it comes with this, which is the Immersion Blender. It also comes with a food processor and a hand mixer. Now, we use the food processor to grate up cheese. That's basically the only thing we have used it for thus far. And I've used the hand mixer to beat up chicken. Like, you cook the chicken and you just shred it up for enchiladas. Someone said, hey, it's a good idea, and we did it, and it worked really well. So that's kind of what I use the hand mixer for. For a lot of baking, I'll use my stand mixer. This is something that I probably wouldn't buy at full price. I would wait until get it at 60% off or half off or something like that. Again, this is not a worth it video. This is just me sharing with you the things that we use a lot. This gets used a lot for making smoothies. It comes with a cup, and I'll put the stuff in there and I'll make my smoothies with it. Anna actually takes it with her. She volunteers at a homeless shelter, and we have to make lots and lots of eggs, and she'll use this to just beat up the eggs really fast. And so we get a lot of use out of it. Again, I wouldn't pay full price for it, but for getting it at half off or 60% off, it's really cool. It comes with the 2 batteries. It comes with the hand mixer attachment, the food processor attachment, and the charger, and most of this is dishwasher safe, which is great as well. So this is something that was kind of a dark horse for me. Didn't know how much use we'd get out of it, but we have used it an awful lot. All right, this one is in use 100% of the time. In fact, it has water in it right now. We use a lot of juices in our house. As you know, my wife is from Brazil, and so we'll bring back either powdered mixes or concentrated mixes. And the cool thing about the pitcher is it has this little handle on it, and inside of there is a grate that you can use, and it mixes all the juice up. So if something settles to the bottom, right now there's just water in it, but if you have juice in it and it settles to the bottom, you can just give it a quick mix and all your juice will be nice and mixed up. We got the family size on that one. There is a smaller one that you can get, but like I said, this is in our refrigerator 100% of the time, except when it's being washed, and often it just has water in it, but it also has juice in it every once in a while too. So really good. The smaller one might be better for your family if you don't need a pitcher that is this size, but for us, this was a very good purchase. And next up, we have our Pampered Chef knives. This is the chef's knife. It is the stainless steel version. We use this an awful lot. I actually have a Santoku knife that's about the same length that I really enjoy. They don't make it anymore. They only make the 5-inch Santoku, so this has been a lot more of my go-to. The nice thing about the Pampered Chef's knives is they do have these ones that are definitely more high-end. They're stainless steel. The metal goes all the way through to the hilt, and so they're very well balanced and great, but they have a cheaper ceramic knife that's $20-some. If you're not in a position to dole out $70, $80, $90, $100 for, you know, these heavy-duty German stainless steel knives, then you can get the ceramic ones, which work really well, and not have to spend as much. In fact, they're a little over $20 for the chef's knife in the ceramic. We also really enjoy the tomato knife. This is one that we get a lot of use out of. I don't use it to cut tomatoes because tomatoes are awful.
Tomatoes are yummy, Daddy.
And nobody should ever eat them. But maybe you do eat them, and these knives are really good for that. We really do like the air fryer. It gets used a lot more when I'm at work. It's really good for the 3 of them, for Anna, Peter, and Paul. When I'm home, we usually have to use the oven because I eat more food than the air fryer can produce. This is one of those things that's really good to get at half off or 60% off if you can, but it is a product that we use a lot, and so we wanted to include it in this video. Peter, what do you like making in the air fryer?
French fries.
And
Tater tots.
Tater tots, and
Chicken patties.
chicken patties, and yeah, you make a lot of those, don't you?
Yeah.
French fries, chicken patties, and tater tots. So there is our list of 15-ish, 20-ish, 20-ish, 25-ish, whatever it was, items that we use all the time. Again, some of these I would pay full price for. Some of them, all of them, I would be willing to pay half price for. If you like this content, make sure you subscribe. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.